Welcome back, Gundam guys and Gundam gals. Patrick Grade here from ggmfurther.com, and today I'm very happy to bring you the results from our color scheme and mod design concept competition. So to start off with, I probably had over 180 or so entries from a lot of different people, so thank you so much to everybody who participated. I was able to get Gundam Guy and Robert184 to help me out with the judging duties, and I wanted to go over some of the honorable mentions that we each picked before moving on to the finalists and drawing of the prizes. I wanted to comment on the entries earlier, but I decided to be better to hold off, as I didn't want to influence anyone's designs, nor did I want to make up my mind on which ones I liked before the competition was actually over. I really love the process to come up with designs like this, and one of my favorite things to look at is all the work that goes into a project like a video game or movie before it's actually done. I often find pre-production work like concept design and storyboarding a lot more interesting than the final product. Behind the scenes stuff is really cool to me. So I could probably spend a ton of time and go over each entry and talk about what I find interesting about each one, but that would probably be a huge bore to everyone else, so I'll just pick a few and talk about those. And remember, if I don't talk about yours specifically, please don't take that as a knock against your work. Every entry has some great ideas, and I would love to be able to give everyone a critique about their work, but there just isn't enough time. The user Dark Blitz had several great entries, including a great gold frame Amatsu Kai and dual Schneider kit bash and paint jobs. I really enjoyed the altered color schemes and the combining of elements from several different kits in these entries, so good job to Dark Blitz on these entries. After personally spending way too much time playing Borderlands 2, as well as building way too many Master Grade Unicorn Gundams, I really like the combination of both things here on this entry by Fast18, a really nice looking Unicorn Gundam color scheme. GunZCon or GunsCon came up with a great concept in his Gundam Xavier entry, which combined elements from Char's counterattack on the top as well as advanced Zeta stuff on the bottom here. So it's really nice work, a really good layout and everything, so good job to GunsCon there. Robert184 really liked the idea and implementation on the Zeta White Unicorn by Min Ma Lee. Sorry if I'm wrecking your name there. And I agree this is a great entry, as well as custom paint job on the Master Grade Zeta 2.0 there, so good job there. Michael Favorito had a lot of great entries, including one for the Gabera Tetra, as well as a Raphael Gundam color scheme here. I wish I would have got more entries using the Gabera Tetra as a base. It's a great old school design that deserves a lot more attention from Bandai and fans alike. I would really love it if Bandai put out a Master Grade version of this kit someday soon. So thanks a lot, Michael, for all your entries. Really great work here. Zion99 had a great idea by combining the Delta Plus with the Seeker Squad color schemes from Transformers. I'm sure Hasbro could appreciate the reuse of the same mold here over and over again. Omega Minus had the cool idea of combining the Gulf gas station color scheme with that of the Gundam Mark II, which reminds me of the Ford GT40, which also has the Gulf station color scheme. Robert184 liked the idea behind Sabuko's G-Bouncer color scheme, saying that while Wolf should only look good in white, this color scheme really makes him rethink that idea. And he was also impressed by Shiro 11's 00 Riser dual color scheme here, saying that the green and white go together really well, and it just goes to show that the 00 kits can never have too much green. There's a lot more I can say about a lot more of these entries, but I'll go ahead and stop here and move on to the finalists in the drawing. Again, great work to everybody who entered, and thank you so much. Now let's go over all the finalists for the drawing here. Remember, each place gets 3 picks, one from me, one from Gundam Guy, and one from Robert184. So for each category, each entry will be randomly assigned a number between 1 and 3, and then I'll use the random number generator on random.org to determine the winner for each place. And I'm going to use a simple layout here to identify each judge's picks, as well as go ahead and assign each entry a specialized number. For his third place pick, Robert184 chose the Tiger Stripe At Guy from Lollipop. He asks, who would enjoy a Tiger Stripe At Guy? This one is well painted and it matches all the fun inherent to At Guys. Gundam Guy chose an entry from Thorgrim, the Dom Trooper Dragon, for his third place pick, saying sometimes it doesn't take an overly worked on Photoshop image or a custom Gunpla build that took many hours to accomplish to achieve a good color scheme. The color scheme here on the Dom Trooper is a unique one. It reminds me of the color scheme from the Ultron Gundam or a Gundam Naitaku or Dazzle Zabi custom color scheme. The reason why I chose this as my third choice is because when I look at this color scheme, it makes me think about a few possible Gunpla builds using the same color scheme, and that's what this contest is all about. For my third place pick, I chose Visa's 00 Gundam Ghost. It's a simple recolor of a great mech design that I like a lot, plus it has a really nice pre-production work feel to it, if that makes any sense. So good job, Visa, on your entry here. Gundam Guy chose the Just Assault custom color scheme from Bree as his second place pick, saying that the original dark blue color tone works really well for Special Forces nature, and this custom red-gray color scheme makes this Just look like a Commander class unit. The color scheme works really well, and the custom long beam rifle makes the Just look very unique as well. For my second place pick, I chose Elovin's Unicorn concept. Elovin was another user who had a lot of great entries, and I think this is a really nice concept. I'm pretty sure he did this in Photoshop, which is impressive in and of itself. And while I'm not sure if someone could actually pull off this paint job, or how good it will look in destroy mode, I think it's a great concept overall, as well as some of his other work too. Robert had this to say about a second place pick, the Jetfire Custom build by Dark Blitz. Fantastic details with the lining pattern on the flat surfaces. It looks good in both modes and combines a great jet with a great mobile suit for a smooth combination. My first place pick is from a user named Draymerk. He combined two of my favorite designs, the Kshatriya and Sinanju, with two crazy color schemes. I love how the two designs are melded together. The gradient color scheme and the hexagon shapes are a nice design element, and the modified head and rifle also look very nice. Everything just screams badass to me. I would love to try a kit bash like this myself, but I'm sure I couldn't achieve either color scheme. Draymerk also had a few more impressive entries with a similar flavor, but this is by far one of my favorite entries overall. Robert 184's first place pick is of the Quanta with a custom color scheme by Shiro11. He says it's a simple but very effective variation, adding the red instead of blue to a sword-themed Gundam, and the red and white go better together with the clear green than you might think. A fantastic paint job and photos really help, and the model would be a great eye catch on anyone's shelf. Finally, Gundam Guy picked the dark-themed 00 Riser from Pled 00 as his first place design. He says that the dark color scheme works very well with the 00 Riser. The different shades of gray complements very well with the red accent pieces, and this would actually make a great release and is one that he was willing to buy himself. Alright, so on the board now you can see each entry from each judge as well as a random number next to each of the entries, either 1, 2, or 3. So what I'm going to do now is boot up Camtasia, which will record my screen, as well as go to random.org and use the random number generator there to pick a random number between 1 and 3 to identify the winner for each category. So let's see what happens. Alright, so we got two screens up here. We have the finalist over here, as well as random.org, which is a website that has a random number generator. What you do is you put in the minimum and the maximum number and hit the generate button here, and it'll spell out a result for each place. So I'll start with third place. So again, each pick has a number beside it, 3, 2, and 1, and these are all randomly placed throughout each place, so it's going to be the luck of a draw kind of thing right now. So for third place, the winner will be number 3, which is Lollipop and his Striped Tiger At Guy. Now he's going to win a Master Grade Gundam Age 2 Dark Hound, so that's pretty cool. So for second place, we have 2, 1, and 3 for each entry here. Generate that result. Then we have number 1. So number 1 is going to be the Jesta Custom from Bree. So congratulations to you. You're going to win a real grade Zeta Gundam, plus the head display base and Ace Gundam issue that it comes with. So congratulations to you. And now for the first place winner, we have Shiro, Pled, and Draymerk. And the winner here will get a Master Grade New Gundam Verka. So let's go and decide who wins that one. And that's number 2. And that's going to go over to Draymerk. Congratulations. So the winners are Draymerk, Bree, and Lollipop. So awesome. Alright, so there are your winners. Third place is Lollipop with his Tiger Striped At Guy. Second place is Bree with the custom color scheme and weapons on his Jesta. And first place is the concept design from Draymerk of his Oblivion Sinanju, which is pretty amazing. So one last time, thank you to everybody who participated. I really appreciate all the time and effort it took to submit these entries. I had a really good time with the competition as a whole, and I hope to do it again sometime soon. Thank you to the judges, both Robert 184 and Gundam Guy, for supporting me with your time and energy. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to go over to Gundam Guy's shop here in the next day or two to purchase your products and get them in the mail. I will email each winner separately to notify them of their winnings if they haven't watched the video, as well as get their address and everything and ship it out their way as soon as possible. So be on the lookout for that. Stay tuned for more videos, more reviews, and more competitions on down the road, and I'll see you then.